Hi guys! So I'm doing something a little new today. I've never done this before, but I thought I would create or show you how I create a super beautiful fox eye using makeup, obviously, because my eyes are not as sculpted as maybe one would hope, but that's why we have makeup. So let's get into it. I'm going to start off using the Glossier Future Dew. This stuff is amazing. Just gonna pump it a little on the back of my hand. Use a brush and just place it all over my face. And next, I'm going to go in with concealer. I don't use foundation because every time I wear it, it tends to break me out. So we're just gonna go in and cover any red marks or blemishes or whatever breakouts. And then under the eye. And I'm just gonna use my finger to blend it in. Okay. Next, I'm gonna go in with a little cream contour. This stuff is actually foundation. I just use a couple shades darker. Just take it, okay. Use my finger to apply it. You can use brush. And so when you're blending out your contour, you really want to make sure you blend upwards. You don't want it to like get too far down and then it kind of just looks like you have a brown smudge on your face. You want it to look like a natural shadow. I kind of go a little bit higher than maybe you would expect, but I feel like it looks more natural and it tends to, one, make me look more tan, and two, give me that more sculpted look rather than just like a brown line on my cheek. Okay, so now for blush, I'm going to use a cream blush. I tend to use cream products more because I feel like they're more comfortable. And again, just go upwards. Don't really focus right here. You want to follow your cheekbone so that it looks very lifted. And I'm also going to take just a little more across the nose to look like I've been out in the sun or on vacation, not stuck at home quarantined. And then finally, just a little bit on the lips to kind of match and get like a very uniform look. Okay, now a little bit of powder. I use the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. This stuff is really good. It has the slightest sheen to it, so it's not super matte, which I enjoy. I don't like super matte products. They just suck the life out of my face. So I'm just gonna use a little bit in the cap. I'm just gonna fluff it on. And then I'm gonna take a smaller fluffy brush, get a little bit, and then go right under the eyes to make sure I don't get any creases from the concealer. And you want the area to be bright under your eyes to kind of offset the contour that we're doing in a minute. Kind of balances out. Okay, now for the fun part, I'm just gonna take whatever's left over and kind of sweep the lid just to make sure it's soft and the shadow blends better. Okay. So I'm using the NARS Wanted eyeshadow palette. This is basically the only eyeshadow palette I own and use. So we're gonna start off with just kind of like a small fluffy brush like this. This is Real Techniques base shadow brush. And then I'm gonna take this light brown shade. Let me scoot in a little closer. So for this, what I'm gonna do is, usually you would think when you're doing like a cat eye or a fox eye in this case, you obviously want to elongate your eyes. And usually, or before I learned this trick, I would kind of just extend my outer corner like this with shadow, but instead I'm gonna take it and lightly brush a little bit higher up than you would usually think, just kind of like at the edge of my brow and right under my brow bone, just to kind of give that illusion of a shadow and that your face is a lot more sculpted than it might actually be. So I just gently work that in, trying to keep it natural but also visible. And this trick has been like a game changer for me. I was kind of always skipping eyeshadow. I didn't really think it was necessary or worth the time. But after doing this, like, this is gonna be my go-to look for a long time. I'm just gonna flick it out a little. It might look a little crazy at first, but once we're done, I promise it'll look really good. And I'm just building up the color, making it a little darker, but not super dark. Because you still want it to look like it's just how your eye shape is, even if it's not. Okay, so next, I'm going to take just a flat brush and go in with this light shade and pack it right under here. And I'm also gonna put it just on the lid in the inner corner area and then like halfway through the lid. Okay, so for the next step, we're gonna take like an angled brush at the other end of like a spoolie and go in a darker shade. I'm gonna use this one right here, which is a little shimmery, but I don't really care. You could use the darker shade. I think it's a little too dark for what I'm going for, but whatever shade you want. So I'm just gonna tap off the extra and I'm gonna just kind of stamp it. And I'm not gonna go right from the edge of my eye. I'm gonna go in just a little and just stamp and drag the color. And create a wing with the shadow. You can use your finger and just kind of blend it a little so it's not a super harsh cat like wing liner. But I'm not gonna bring it any farther than just like right here. Take just a little smudge brush and kind of work it in. So you just wanna keep that eye looking like it's coming down and up. So it's very sculpted, very cat-like. And you just wanna put the shadow right at this bottom lash line in the inner corner and then maybe like smudge it just a little bit in to give you that effect. Like I said, you can use a darker shadow if you want it to be a little more defined. I'm trying to make it kind of natural, but you can see that a little better. And so as you can see, it kind of just makes very sculpted, very cat-like, very sultry. It's a really beautiful look. I just think it's so pretty. Okay, now I'm gonna do the other eye really quick. So the final step of this is I'm gonna take a shimmery shade probably a mix between this one and this one next to it, and then just put it right above that darkness that you put on your inner corner to kind of highlight. Just a little. And then lastly, I'm just gonna clean off my brush a little bit more of that white shade, the bone color, and put it like right under my eye. I want this area to be super bright. And then I'm going to take a spoolie and brush through again to make sure that they're blended in. I'm going to take brow gel. This stuff is amazing. It's from Essence. You can get it at Ulta or CVS. I'm going to just fluff it in my brows to keep them in place. So when I do mascara with this look, I just kind of swipe outwards and focus mainly on these outer lashes. Again, it'll bring your eye outwards instead of opening them up, giving you like that doll eye effect. You want it to be more like fox eye, foxy. I don't put mascara on the bottom lashes, but you can if you like that. And the last step is setting spray. Okay, and you're all done. So I hope you really like this look. I think it's very sculpted, and you gotta keep your snatched ponytail in to give you that extra pull. But yes, I hope you enjoyed it. I really had a fun time doing this, and I don't know, maybe I'll start making more videos now that I'm home more often. It's kind of fun. So yeah, let me know if you liked it, and I'll see you guys later.